So good evening. I'm back again after yesterday's break, and yeah, I just decided I'm gonna do this video live. And I'm John. Tonight I'm going to do an Andy Carroll situation, whether he deserves a new contract or does he deserve to be moved on. So if you do like my videos, can you please smash the likes up, subscribe if you're new, and also leave your comment sections down below. I have a bit of a busy one today. I've been working today and got finished about 11 o'clock. Then I went straight into the gym, good workout, and did a little bit of shopping here and then. So I'm off food tonight, 8 o'clock. So yeah, like I said, do smash the likes up, subscribe if you are new. Now I want to talk about Andy Carroll, man, and like the situation of this new contract. Does he deserve a new contract? Maybe he doesn't, and his contract is going to be expiring this month. And the rumors are he's going to be offered a new one. And he's 32-year-old, and he hasn't played many games for us. He's scored one goal in 3 years and 4 months, nearly 3.5 years. Scored one goal. Yeah, this guy is going to get a new deal. And if he does get a new deal, for me, it just goes to show how far backwards this club is going to be. Absolutely no way he deserves a new contract in my eyes. And all he is, he's going to be a cheerleader. And I heard rumours as well that he could be one of the player coaches as well at Newcastle. No. Andy, get yourself away elsewhere, mate, because I don't think you'll be playing much for Newcastle next season anyway. So if I was you, I'll move on to the Championship and get yourself off the wage bill. He's on £70,000 a week. That's if he plays, or 20,000 if he stays on the bench or don't get picked. And I said a couple of years ago that signing for me was a publicity stunt. You might think, oh, great. People's going to say, oh, it's on a free signing, it's a free transfer. Excuse me. It's on a free signing, right? Cost us now. And it's a win-win. But for me, it's a publicity stunt. And this is the problem I have with signing players who are injured or got injury records, such as Andy Carroll. And what I don't understand is, if Callum Wilson gets injured, who's going to get us the goals? Is Dwight Carroll going to get us the goals? Probably not. And just another thing, he's sitting on a 3-year deal, or about to sign a 3-year deal. And if he signs the 3-year deal and Carroll signs a new 1-year deal, what does that tell us about our football club and our transfer policy? It just goes to show that we've gone backwards, do you know what I mean? And I don't want any of those players anywhere near our club in the summer. I want them gone because, listen, Dwight Carroll's been good in the past, but he's not a Premiership player. Andy Carroll, the guy's finished. Let's be real about it. He should have gone to West Brom in January, if I'm quite honest with you. Do you know what I mean? But when Andy Carroll first came on the scene, Newcastle, he was absolutely fantastic. 19 goals in the Championship under Chrissy Hughton. And then he scored 10 goals in the Premier League before he got moved on to Liverpool. Okay, he wasn't a big success at Anfield, but when he was at West Ham, he had to start somewhere. And I thought he did okay there. I think he did really well. Scored some big goals for West Ham. Remember the hat-trick he scored against Arsenal. And he's just a big lad, 6'4", strong in the air. And on this day, he is unplayable. Ask the Arsenal fans what they think of him. And every time he faces Arsenal, he causes them a problem. But let's be real about it, yeah? But I've got some comments here, and quite a few comments as I speak, and I've got to keep it tuned. Even John, what you will admit, indeed. I was going to record this, but I thought, you know what? I'm going to do this live, see what the people thinks of it. And I got Jason here again. Carroll needs to go put them wages to someone who isn't going to keep the physio bench warm, hardly plays at all. I'll comment that in a minute as I speak. And John Club's gone backwards. I totally agree. Jacob Murphy and Fernandez needs to be given new deals. Well said. I totally agree. I say it's ASAP. The rest of them are all a contract. I'll bugger off. I wouldn't put Matt Longstaff to that group as well. He just says a new deal, me. I'm telling you. And why can't we sign out a striker that can score goals? Exactly. Totally agree. We got 2 players we did have, got out in the Championship and scored something like 57 goals between them. And that's Ivan Toney and Alan Armstrong. And scored over 20 goals. Swiss lad beat Mvola, looks quite decent. I wouldn't mind seeing more of him. You know what? I don't mind signing big strikers, Zaku, push people out boots sort of thing. I think he's a decent player. That he's only scored, 7 goals in 40 international appearances? That is not great, but he does put himself out boots. Yeah, I totally agree. But Mike Ashley's made it absolutely clear that he ain't going to put any money into the club, or 10 million, really. What can you sign for £10 million? It's an absolute joke. What has gone on this football club? I hate the football club right now. I really do. The club I love, and I said this before, the club I really love ain't this club. I'm telling you. And yeah, this is the thing. The club decides to keep wasters like Carroll and Carroll, but yet don't want to give contracts to Jacob Murphy and Federico Fernandez. Yeah, they've both been excellent for us. Yeah, they're getting rid of excellent players, but they want to keep the wasters such as Carroll and Carroll. Do you know what I mean? It is an absolute joke. And I heard the Chronicles come out and say that John Ling's going to make some noises in the summer. They got high hopes of this guy. Listen, he hasn't even scored double figures, so I think the Chronicles should keep their mouth shut, because at the end of the day, you don't want to insult the fans. Absolutely a joke. It really, really is. And in Germany, yeah, he does. He plays for Schalke. Well, he did play for Schalke. Got relegated as well. So that's not very good. You know, without a poor season there. Let's be real about it. But this is the thing, right? We're Newcastle Football Club, yeah? We should be signing players every single season and refreshing them. We got back 7 or 8 players that played under Rafa Benitez, maybe more than that, yeah? And they're still here. They're still here. Are not good enough for this club anymore. Let's be real about this. And fans are getting sick of it. They really, really are. And we need this takeover so badly. And I just hope that the judge for the arbitration does not throw the cat's case out, because if they do that, we have got problems. But you can't chuck it out. I mean, the Premier League is trying to play dirty tricks, etc., sort of thing. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna work. And I hope Ashley's smashing the pieces. So, yeah, I got James again. Quite confident Joe Linton will be a beast in the Prem next season, apparently. I think they're all smoking something. Do you know what it is? They're talking shite. I mean, thing is, right, the only one who doesn't talk shite for me is John Gibson. That guy, check out his column, right? A couple of days ago, right? He is absolutely spot on. They said, hold on to what you've got, basically. Do you know what I mean? How could you hold on to what you've got? Are you going to lose Jacob Murphy? He's been watched by 4 or 5 clubs, right? Who really wants to take the guy. Newcastle is doing absolutely nothing about it, which I think is an utter disgrace. Yeah, you got Lee Charnley ain't doing a thing. Where is he, by the way? Is he been kidnapped or something? Really? I think he might be under arrest sort of for COVID. Do you know what I mean? There you go. Sorry about that. But listen, at the end of the day, man, honestly, real talk, get Jacob into a new deal. Get Federico into a new deal, right? Don't give these wasters new deals, because what are they going to do? Andy Carroll's going to be a cheerleader, and Drago's going to be miserable for the next 3 years, not getting game time in Newcastle. And I heard about Gill. They only want to sign them a contract to protect their investment. Yeah, protect the investment. How much is he going to be worth? He ain't going to be 10 million. Let's be real about that. If you're lucky, you'll probably get a couple million for this guy. Yeah, he's finishing the Premier League. He is finished, unlike Carroll. And Tom, sir, is there any clubs trying to get Carroll and Gail John? Do you know what it is? Sam Allardyce wanted Carroll if he had kept them up, and he didn't keep them up. They were one of them. No one else after him. They're not interested in him at all. Heard out. And as for Gail, Fulham and West Brom want him as well. But if he signs that new 3-year deal, they're just going to back away, because they're not going to pay money if they're going to be on a fee sign at the end of the month. Do you know what I mean? I'll get him out of the club quickly. Have you seen Dwight Gale smile? I'm not being funny, right? You say Cheshire Cat smile more than Dwight Gale. Let me tell you. What does he do? What does he offer? Absolutely not. And Paul said, Andy Carroll, new contract. He is crap. Listen, he had his day, but 1 goal in 3.5 years in the top flight. That just sums up our club, doesn't it? We're just picking up the scraps. Do you know what I mean? We're just picking up cast-offs. And that's where we are. Cast-offs FC. Oh my God, it's just a joke, man. Our club is just a disgrace, man. And yeah, keeping it tuned again, cashing on Joe Linton, Shelby face out and build a strong team. Let's build a strong team, starting with getting bringing Joe Willock through the door. Do you know what I mean? And getting his takeover done and all. And he is disrespectful. Yeah, it is absolutely crazy, man. I just don't know how to sum up this club in one word. How do you sum up this club in one word? I think it's a charity, well, it's a charity club, and that's what we are in a minute. Just pick up scraps, and we just buying players in. We have bought players that is injured over the years, like Marvel, Silver Marvel. Remember him? Liverpool did medicals on him. He had a medical Liverpool, failed it. Newcastle had a medical on him, and he passed it. And he only played what? No more than 30 games. This is their club, you know. This is our club. Cast-offs FC, I'm going to call them that for now, and let's be real about it, you know what I mean? And I don't like kick people when they're down, but at the same time, I may have to kick people when they're down. I mean, especially the players who I've got are not good enough. And how many clubs are after any of our players at Newcastle? Yeah, just ASM. And if he goes, we are absolutely knackered. We really, really are. Thomas, absolutely clown fierce that is. Wow. And then I was watching the Euros. I'm going to miss the first 20 minutes of the England game now, so I will not be doing a watch-along tomorrow because I've got to take my mum to one of the clinics for a COVID test. So I have to take my mum tomorrow there. So it is very important I get that done. So I'll be definitely doing England-Scotland game, 100%. And I may do the Italy-Wales game as well. Depends on the kickoff times and what day it's going to be on. So yeah, I should be doing the Euro watch-along games as well. And James, again, many didn't rate him, but I really like Remy Cabella. Now, Cabella is another player, just didn't hack in the Premier League. I thought his build wasn't made for the Premier League. I like him. I do like the guy. Do you know what I mean? His best game, funny enough, was against Chelsea. And he's got all the skills there. And it's the Premier League just, he got caught out, really. And it took him about a year, 18 months to get this guy. Do you know what I mean? Montpellier must have laughed when we paid out £12 million for this player. Do you know what I mean? We have wasted some players, some French players. The one best player we bought, and it only cost £4.5 million, that's Yohan Cabaye. And I may have to do a stream talking about French players, having the marks out of 10, and how do you rate them and where would you put them in legendary. And that's you know what I mean? But you got Mbira as well. For me, one of the best defenders in France. When he played his trade with Montpellier, then he moved on to us. Couldn't hack it, yeah? Shown glimpses as a centre-back, never had a chance, really. Then he went off to Roma, and he made himself a star there before he went off back to Lyon. And is he still there? I don't know. So I've got Paul again. He's still for the takeover. It's going to happen, John. It doesn't look like if it offered Andy Carroll a new deal. I'm going to make the prediction now, yeah? The takeover will happen because the courts cannot reject or block a takeover. There's absolutely no way. We'll win the day. If it doesn't get thrown out, the cat does not get thrown out, then I think we won the case. Let's be real about this. And I'm feeling confident more than ever. I know this is going to happen because the Premier League did not expect this to go too far. In my opinion, yeah, they expected to be thrown out weeks ago, but didn't. It's still here. It's live. And hopefully, maybe in a couple of days, couple of weeks, the judge for the arbitration is going to let us know whether it'll be thrown out. I don't think it will, you know. But if it does, they're going to cause a lot of riots. And yeah, we just got to wait and see on that one now, like, you know. But one thing we are going to see is clarity from the Premier League. And we just want our club back. And I'm going to be honest with you now, if we don't get a takeover, if it gets thrown out in any shape or fashion, I don't want to be in the Premier League because at the end of the day, right, they don't really want us in the Premier League. They're just there to make up the numbers. Let's be real about it. So I'm feeling confident more than ever, you know. So I got James again, Lawrence, what's the best for me? Yeah, you could put David Ginola on there as well. You could put Yohan Cabaye, Musa Sissoko. Hit and missy for me. Honest dear, he should flash his skills. His best game is against Chelsea, and yeah, you know. But couple of players as well. Olivier Bernard, you can rack on there as well. I think he's been decent as well for Newcastle. Didn't cost us now for Lyon, and for me, he's one of the best fullbacks I've seen for quite a long time under Bobby Robson. Let's be real about it. And yeah, he reads the game like a book. His movement is fantastic. And I tell you what, Olivier Bernard will put all the fullbacks in Newcastle we got today into shame. So please smash the likes up And also subscribe if you haven't done so. And I've got James again. Takeover will happen. Carroll gets a new deal. Then soon as takeover is completed, Carroll will get released from his contract. Or he does, because he's not the player that he was. I'm sorry. But all these hipsters come to me and say, he just says another deal, yeah? How many goals has he scored in the last 3.5 years? How many games has he had for the last 3.5 years? Think about it, yeah? Have a real good think about it. Yeah, he should have gone to West Brom. He should have done. I have no problems going to West Brom at all, even if it's a relegation rival at the time, because at the end of the day, we were good enough to stay up. That's only because the players did it, by the way. Let's be real about it. And yeah, I mean, like I say, yeah, the club's just getting worse and worse and worse. Honestly, real talk, yeah. And I don't know what to say about this club anymore. If they give, excuse me, if they give him a contract for Carroll or Gill, then I think the fans must be done. What would be next? Julian getting a new 3-year extension to his contract? Is that what's going to happen next? You never know about this football club. Do you know what I mean? This football club does things so differently to the others. All the other clubs are making preparations, yeah? You know, getting players in, right? You know, making plans. And here we are. Our club is paralysed under Mike Ashley. As long as he's there at the club, our club is paralysed. Let's be real about it, because if he's there the next couple of seasons, I can guarantee you now, we'll be relegated. I don't sound negative, but I'm just keeping it real. I'm just being straight up, being honest. And 1 goal, 2 seasons after since coming home, or you can say 1 goal, 3.5. Yeah, by the way. Yeah, just same as Julian. We got no strikes and score goals. And pause, I just stood on the nail, had an allotment today. I went straight through my foot, looking like I have to go to the hospital. It's very painful, John. Paul, get well soon, mate. Because that sounds painful, mate. It really does. Get well soon. Thomas said, take what does happen. We are so foot. Yeah, you're right, Thomas. Let's be real about it. What more do you want us to say about that? But we've still got a chance of getting taken over. I believe they get taken over. Yeah, the Premier League are playing taking buggers. They're just delaying it and delaying. Enough's enough now. They got to come clean, right? And let's hope the judge gives us the decision that we as fans need. The fans comes first, by the way. Put the fans first. Otherwise, if Ashley keeps this owner, we are done. Let's be real. And did anyone watch the Italian game last night? It's Italy-Turkey. How delicious Italy were yesterday. They're absolutely fantastic. Flawless. And I know Sage is an issue, but Juan Mata on the feet, I think it'd be great for us. I like his playing style of play. I do as well. But he'll not come to Newcastle as Steve Bruce's manager. Let's be real about it. I think he'll make a difference to Normie's experience. He's got football in brain. I've always liked Juan Mata. I think he's a decent player, and he still is a decent player. But for me, I think he'll probably go back to Spain if he does leave United, by the way. And let's get out. So we'll see what happens. So does Andy Carroll deserve a new deal? Yeah, because apparently he should be offered when he's on holiday at the minute and he's thinking about it, you know. But for me, Andy Carroll needs to be thinking about playing, being the first team, which will not get at Newcastle United. And Thomas said, I would take him, but his age is the problem. Don't matter. He's still got football in brain. Thiago Silva's 35 when he went to Chelsea, now 36. A Champions League winner, and he's still playing his best football in his career. He is absolutely amazing. Oh, he's played for Milan, by the way. You know what I mean? But mid-30s players look after themselves. They look after themselves fantastically, and they still do the job, if you know what I mean. So Paul said, do you think Steve Bruce will manager at the start of next season, mate? I'm afraid he will be. If this takeoff doesn't happen, I'm afraid he's still going to be our manager. And don't be surprised, knowing this club, let's be real, they'd be offering a new deal. That is the case. I am done at this club. I am done for many, many reasons, mate. Many reasons. And I just do not want this guy anywhere near my club. As soon as takeover happens, I think he'll be walking anyway. But Bruce knows if he starts off poorly, then he's going to be in real trouble. Real trouble. Let's be real about that. Thomas, great streams, John. Thank you very much indeed, Thomas. And I've got some more streamings to do soon. I'm going to talk about the French players on a live stream. Who's been successful, whether they hit or miss. We had about 12 French players, but I had to think about that and doing It's been a success, and I want people to comment streams for that one as well. That'd be fun and games there. Do you know what I mean? But I got me top 3 French players that played on the Harrow pitch at St James's Park, and James Carroll needs to go in the championship to get a good season to end his career. Apparently, he said he wants one more season, then he will retire. Hopefully not with us, mate. Hopefully not with us. And James said, Jason Saki's coming. James, it's Jason. Sorry. Bruce has been lucky, and really lucky in both his seasons. He has to be replaced now. I'd love him to be replaced, but I just can't see him being replaced anytime soon. I want him out more than an average fan. Let's be real about it. And just to let you know as well that the Horseman show, normally on a Monday, will not be on for a couple more weeks. We'll be back on, I think it's July the 9th. That's the next time I'm going to come on. And that's between 8 and 10, as you know, but it will not be for a couple of months because of the Euros. And I might have to change my name via Depot so you get it right. Wow. Don't change your Jason Donovan, man. Just don't, man. So, yeah, so I've got plenty of projects to do when the new season rolls around. I'm going to do the match preview, press conference reactions, live watch-alongs, the after match press conference as well, the player ratings. I'm going to do plenty in that. So, just keep it locked here, sort of thing. So, that's going to be me for now. Just one more comment to do. Who do you want is going to win the World Cup? Do you think that England could win it? I don't think England ever going to win the World Cup, to be quite honest with you. It's just better teams than England. I think France, Italy, Portugal, maybe Germany if they get it right. Maybe Spain if they get it right as well. But at the end, Belgium as well. Belgium are years ahead of England. Let's be real about it. No, but if you talk about the Euros, for me, I'm going to put a neck on the line. I'm going to say Italy. Because that's my dog horse. I've got to turn them into winners because the way Italy's playing, they've been absolutely amazing. 28 games unbeaten under Roberto Mancini. And they play 4-3-3. They play un-Italian. They play fantastic football. And I think it's going to be a France-Italy final. I really do. But my heart says Italy. France going to win the whole thing, but I hope the Italians make history. And not going to be the same around the Four Horsemen. We'll have to do something and get you on to keep you busy. Yeah, please do, Jason. Get us on if you get a chance here. Let us know on that one, okay? That'd be amazing. Listen, I've got more comments coming through. I'm going for France for the Euros. Last time France won the World Cup, they did a double and won the Euros. So I'm expecting to repeat for 98. Yeah, I think they got as good as chance as well. The defence haven't been great. Varane hasn't been great for Real Madrid. He's been struggling at the back. I will let you know on that now. And one thing I've got to say about England, a stat as well. They have not won their first game in the Euros ever. And that's a stat you need to remember. Let's hope tomorrow will be that day. And let's hope I get back on time for the match as well, man. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, listen, that's going to be me. I've got to get me some wrap up. And please smash the likes up. Please subscribe and always leave a comment in the sections down below. And I have to read comments as well because I haven't been doing that for a couple of years, if you know what I mean, which I think is very rude of us, you know what I mean? That's unlike me because I normally reply back. I got, geez, Bish, good evening to you, my guy. I hope you're okay. I hope you're enjoying the match at this moment in time. World Cup. The World Cup's next year, man. So Thomas, cheers to you. John, enjoy tomorrow. Jeez, thank you very much indeed. And I got as well, Jersey, England just pick players by name, not by form. Richard Norris's and some deserves the spot more than others. Roberto Mancini picked players from 10 different clubs since he's taken over the club. They even one or two players from Spezia as well. They had 2 players play for Sassuolo started, and as Locatelli and Berardi had good games as well. Both played well, both from Sassuolo. And Rappa, that's Beroni as well, plays Sassuolo as well as sub. He's in the squad as well. So they got 3 players playing Sassuolo, right? How many teams they got for Newcastle? 0. All the picks for the big clubs, and that is it. Unbelievable. Carroll needs to go. He has his time. I've always said that. I said that from day number one. He ain't good enough anymore. No, tomorrow, obviously, he's mental. Do you know what it is? Tomorrow, he plays in Milan. He's already signed for £28 million. I cannot understand why the English clubs didn't get him. Chelsea were foolish to get him, by the way. He would have slotted in Thiago Silva's place quite easily. This guy is going to be a baller. And I hope Southgate checks him out, because I'll tell you something, right? If they don't, he'd be an absolute muppet. And I watch a lot of Tomori. He's been an 8, 9 out of 10 for Milan. He's been magnificent. And it looks like Sancho might not get much of a run either. If you're in the first 2 games, I think he'll play. Well, they did pick Graham Jones. Of course they did. Yeah, I'm not being funny here, Abby. But Steve Bruce is telling Graham Jones to shut up, sort of thing. Let me do it my way, sort of thing. And since the Everton game, you heard it. Not a dicky ball for this guy. But Graham Jones, for me, has been an unsung hero, because the lad, when they come in, made a difference. Not Bruce, Graham Jones, right? And I'm sure he'll probably get a managerial job again. Let's be real about it. He'll probably get a managerial job somewhere along that line. And whether he was, I don't know. But whoever it is, they better let him go or be knackered. But that's it, lads. Thanks for joining us anyway. I'm going to do another one tomorrow. If you ever checked out other videos I've done for Dwight Gale, which is one of the greatest, I felt a bit rough that day. And I'm not going to lie, but you got cracking videos as well. And I did one with Claire Williams as well. Please check out for that. And any more transfer updates, I should come back and let you know. Any breaking news, I'll be back. Any takeover news, I'll be back as well. Any news for Newcastle, I'll be on the case. And just last of Spencer, I should. They were something similar. Yeah, listen, Spencer had a good season last season. They stayed up, and they're going to be in another season. So hopefully, when the games are reopened again for fans, I'm going to try and go to their games. Try to go to one of their games as well. I'll do different games in Italy and Venezia, Salernitana, Empoli. Need to go to the smaller stadiums as well, because I'm an advocate for the smaller stadiums as well. So you say cheers, John. Thanks for joining us, guys. And you know what to do. Tell your mates about it as well. Subscribe to my channel. I've got 712 people subscribing at this moment in time. And until then, guys, what we decide to do, have a great evening. Enjoy the Euros. And, oh, one more thing. Brucey out. See you later, guys. Have a good evening.